This film was just comfortably predictable and as kind of Hallmark movie-esque as you might imagine. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week, as well as movie reviews. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free, and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above. So I went to go and see You, Me, Tuscany. I'd completely forgotten the name of it, so I had to check my movie ticket on my watch randomly. But yes, I went to go and see this one, and as I said at the beginning, it was as comfortably predictable as you think it's going to be, and just that little extra step up from a Hallmark movie. It's so sickly sweet, but it's obviously been manufactured and produced and promoted widely enough that it's on in the cinemas and not just on the Hallmark channel. I think it probably could be to do with the stars of the movie, because we've got Reggie John Page, who obviously has been in a lot of things, including Bridgerton, and is, you know, a selling point of the film. I think that people think that that is a selling point of the thing. And then we've got Hailey, I want to say Berry, but I don't think it is, who was the Little Mermaid in the live action Little Mermaid, and the controversy that was around that. I'd actually really like to rewatch that one. Having watched this film, I'm like, go back and rewatch that one. And essentially, she is a house sitter who kind of like lives vicariously through other people. She's definitely just a gig worker bouncing from one thing to the next. She doesn't really even have an apartment to call her own, so she just house sits around and meets this guy in a bar of the hotel where her friend works, where she's trying to get a room for the night since she doesn't have a house to sit in that night. And he's like, oh, you know, you're a chef, I'm a chef. You know, they end up going back to his room, and he shows her these pictures of his house in Tuscany, as it says from the title of the film. And she's like, that sounds great. I'm going to go. Like, because he told her it was going to be empty for a while. So that's the premise of the film. You see from the trailer, again, the trailer pretty much gives you the plot of the film condensed into a trailer. It's one of those, again, comfortably predictable. But if you're looking for comfortably predictable, this one is for you. And I think at the time of watching this film, I probably was. And I just had a lovely time sitting and being like, oh, Tuscany. Oh, it's making me hungry. Oh, you're going to get into trouble for that move. Oh, I saw that one coming. So yeah, so she heads off to Tuscany. She knows the house is going to be empty. And then we see the trouble that ensues from the lies that she tells that have got her there. Which we sort of, again, we've open up the film with her lying about some things. So yes, however, despite the fact that she does kind of lie about things or stretch the truth a little bit, she's still quite a likable character to spend the film with. She has a really good, you get kind of like get her inner thoughts through her phone calls back and forth with her very pregnant hotelier friend back in New York. And then she obviously has interactions with this family that she meets when she gets there. Again, not kind of making those connections. And then Reggie John Page's character has an interesting backstory as well. And it's like, well, why are you here in Italy with this British accent? Why are you here in Italy with this New York accent, and what's going on there? And I kept sitting there the whole time going, have I read a book that this is based on? It really feels like a proper lovely rom-com novel. I could see the way the food might be described and the way the situations might be described, and there are moments in it that felt very Bridget Jones, and there was a slightly Mr. Darcy, Mark Darcy white shirt type of situation. And if you are going to watch it, that scene has some outtakes in the credits, so definitely stay and watch the credits so you can see the outtakes for that one, because they're very funny, and I definitely laughed at those. And basically everyone else had left and I was just sat watching those credits, so that was definitely a highlight for me. But yeah, it's just a sweet romance with like a little bit of slapstick comedy, a little bit of mistaken identity, people being forced into, you know, small settings, small situations, and the outcomes of that come out of that. And it's just very sweet, like sickly sweet, yes, but if you're looking for something that's just cute, predictable, rom-com, you know, nice setting, you know, storyline with ups and downs, then I think that this one's definitely for you. Should you pay your cinema going money to go and see this one? There's not a lot that like is like this genre in the cinemas at the minute. Obviously we have Devil Wears Prada 2 coming up in terms of like things based on books written in that same genre. However, I don't think it has to be seen in the cinema. I think it might be one that I might rewatch if it came to streaming, but I definitely wouldn't go and see it again in the cinema. Don't get me wrong, Tuscany looks beautiful, the food, the wine, the scenery is beautiful on a big screen, but it doesn't have to be seen in the cinema. However, like I say, there is nothing else like that on in the cinema at the minute, and so if you're looking for something soft and predictable, this one is definitely for you. As always, if there is a particular film that you would like me to go and watch this week and bring my thoughts to you here in a review next week, do let me know in the comments. I've got lots of cinema trips lined up anyway, so you're going to want to hit that notification bell and subscribe so you don't miss out on those. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you with my next video. Thanks for watching.